My name's Brandon, and this is my review of the ASICS GlideRide. The GlideRide is a classic example of a company taking an existing product, making refinements, and ending up with a better product than the one which was first to the market. The GlideRide is the shoe that I wish the Nike Zoom Fly had always been. The GlideRide takes all of the problems I had with the Zoom Fly and fixes them. It's a softer, more stable version of the Zoom Fly with a comfortable, plush upper. You still get the propulsive feel of the plate inside the shoe, and the ASICS GlideRide feels like a more polished product. The GlideRide's upper is extremely structured and built up. It might be the most structured upper I've ever run in. The unsleeved tongue and the heel counter are generously filled with foam. The tongue doesn't move around at all during runs, and the plastic clutch external molded heel counter secures and locks down the heel well. You get reflective overlays by the laces and around the heel counter for nighttime visibility. The upper is made from engineered mesh that doesn't stretch and is smooth inside the shoe. The thick mesh and the structured upper means that the shoe runs on the warm side. It fits true to size, and the toe box has plenty of depth and foot play room. The only thing I don't like about the GlideRide's upper is that there's a seam inside where the inside panel ends, which I could feel on my midfoot. It didn't cause any blisters or pain, but I could definitely feel it on the lateral sides of my feet. The GlideRide has a dual foam setup of flight foam propel and flight foam. The top part of the midsole is flight foam, which is firmer and more responsive, and the bottom part is flight foam propel, which is softer and bouncier. The GlideRide is a cushioned shoe, and the flight foams are much softer than the react foam used in the Zoom Fly 3. The combination of flight foams provide a great balance of cushioning for comfort and firmness needed for the plates in the shoe to work. The GlideRide is a really unique shoe in that the longer you run in them, the better they feel. The first 2 kilometers of every run feel a bit awkward, but 30 minutes into the run and you get into a pleasant rhythm that feels like the shoe is helping to propel you forward. The GlideRide's outsole is full contact blown rubber. ASICS says that it's AHR rubber sponge, but it's definitely not the same durable AHR rubber used on the Cumulus 21. The rubber does grip well on wet and dry surfaces though. The guidance line that runs through the length of the outsole helps keep the foot centered. When the shoe's loaded, the exposed area in the guidance line touches the ground. This gap in the outsole provides extra cushioning. The GlideRide has a high toe spring where the front of the shoe angles upward. This upward angle is how the shoe rolls you forward along the front of the shoe instead of flexing like with most shoes. The GlideRide is the first plated shoe that I want to wear as a daily trainer. It's cushioned enough for long marathon distances and responsive enough for tempo workouts. If you didn't like the Nike Zoom Fly, then you should try the GlideRide, because the GlideRide runs rings around the Zoom Fly. The GlideRide is softer, more stable, more responsive, more comfortable, and cheaper than the Zoom Fly 3. The GlideRide is super fun to run in, and it's hands down the best daily training plated shoe on the market. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the review, like and subscribe to the channel.